Well, hey pals, welcome back to Peeps Wax Packs and welcome to another kitchen one take. We'll do a one take here. I'm trying to get better at these. We're going to feature 3 cards, one of which is in front of you there. This one I've shown before a few weeks ago. It is the 2013 inaugural Prism hockey set, and this is the insert, the immortalized insert, but this is the Prism Parallel. Now I picked this up a few weeks ago, a month ago maybe, and it was mistitled. It was not titled as the Prism Parallel. It was $5 to my door, and if you've looked for these before, you would know that $5 is a very unusual price for this particular parallel. I mean, just look at the shine on that, the etching through the sweater there, the Red Wings sweater. And Mr. Hockey, you know, doesn't get much better than that. Just a beauty of a card, and I was thrilled when I looked. Actually had to request a picture of the back, if I remember right. And that picture revealed the little Prism logo underneath the number there, which in this case is I-13. And so yeah, this sort of started things out on a little bit of a quest to get some of these inserts in the Prism Parallel. Now these parallels fall to, well, the Prism Parallel for any card that was released in this set is 2 to 3 per hobby box. And a hobby box has 20 packs. So, let's say 2 to 3 for every 20 packs. But there's hundreds of cards in this set. So, it gives you some idea of the toughness of getting these, the Prism Parallel, that is. Here's the next one that led me, Gordie Howe led me to this one. I had to look for the Mark Messier. I started looking for some of my favorite players, Mark Messier, of which is one. And of course, I've talked about this before, but I'm very interested in particular dynasties in all sports. And of course, Mark Messier was a huge part of that Oilers dynasty, eventually the captain, winning a Stanley Cup as a captain for the Oilers, and then on to be the captain of the New York Rangers in their Stanley Cup quest in the mid-90s. The only player in hockey history to captain 2 different Stanley Cup championship teams. So this was a no-brainer for me. This was not mislisted. But after a little while looking, I did find an affordable copy. I might have paid $10 for this one. It might have been under that shipped. But even then, given the toughness of getting these and the beauty of the cards themselves, I mean, it was a no-brainer once again. There are a few more I'd like to go after in this set. So don't tell anybody about these. I don't know. I learned about them through Shoebox Shane. Which is probably not a surprise to anyone. Just a wizard of hockey knowledge, hockey cardboard knowledge, that is. And, he tipped me off. He tipped me off to these, and I was sold immediately. I think he showed 1 or 2 in his Stanley Cup hoisting video, or Stanley Cup video, cards featuring the cup. All right, as I ramble here, this kitchen one take is getting all too long, but I was after the Mike Bossy. Let's keep a long story short, shall we? Let's try to get some of that sunlight on the beautiful Mike Bossy. Mike Bossy was one that I thought of right away, and he is included in this set. There are 20 retired players in this set, or in this insert set, that is. And Mike Bossy being a huge part of the Islanders dynasty of the late 70s and early 80s. Just a fantastic example here. And this one I came to in a Mike Bossy lot of 12 cards. So I got a dozen Mike Bossy cards. This was not called out. This was just one of a dozen cards, and the dozen Mike Bossy cards I brought home for $6 shipped. It was too good to be true. At first I thought, well, there's no way this can be the Prism Parallel, and it was. And I got lucky there. So sometimes, you know, if you're looking for a certain card, don't be afraid to search lots of that player. You might find it there because oftentimes the card in particular is not called out in the lot title simply due to space restrictions in the title portion of eBay listings. So there you go. There are my 3 and only Prism Immortalized Prism Parallels of 3 of the all-time greats. And I don't know. Thanks for coming by to the Kitchen One Take, and we'll see you next time.